There's a lot of controversy going on, especially for things like the fake removal of Bassie in Dandy's world, so I'm just going to start talking about actual positive stuff for this video and see what will happen when the Easter event comes out this week. One thing I wanted to talk about is Exen again, because turns out that Exen is kind of popping in Reddit and X, even though I don't go there. But yeah, he's kind of like extremely popular right now because it's such a great meme of him being in his back in my day era quotes and just those general jokes. But there also is talk about how Exen might be in a seasonal skin time pack like the snow time skin pack, or he's just going to cost 1200 ichor and 1200 baskets, because that's what this Gordy skin was. It was 1200 ichor and pumpkins. So yeah, maybe this is what Exen will be. I hope that's the case, because I actually do want this skin and I don't want to buy another skin pass because I don't want to spend any more Robux right now. The next thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was trinket combos and what the best ones are. Some of them are mainly about your bias and just what you think is the best, or some of them just don't really know what to do and then always have the party craft goobs equipping coin purse for some reason. But yeah, that's just how it is, and I'm here to tell you about my favorite trinket combos for mainly just the mains that I have. The best one that I'd like to use for Shelly is Participation Award and Magnifying Glass, as well as Gigi if I'm using her, because they have 5-star, skill check. I'm not 100% sure about Sprout, maybe like coin purse if it's a casual run, or fancy purse if I'm trying to help out a very new person playing. I just never use Sprout. I don't actually have him, so yeah, I don't really know what to use for him. But if I were to and it was extracting, probably like Stress Ball and Participation Award. For V, I just can't handle the 2 stars slowness. It's just way too much, and I usually use Clown Horn and Ribbon Spool, so I get 10% in my speed, just so that it's a little bit more bearable. I know it's kind of a handicap trinket that doesn't help anybody really whatsoever, but I have skill issues, so leave me alone. For Pebble, sometimes I like to use Sweet Charm so it's slower, or Snakes in a Can, but usually I'll use like Dog Plush, and maybe I'll have to buy the Speedy Shoes because I don't have that, but maybe I'll buy those for distracting if I need to. But distracting is much more boring than extracting, and the game just doesn't feel fun if there is a distractor, so half the time I stopped using Pebble. Ironically, though, this gameplay footage is Pebble. If I use Astro, probably Stress Ball again when I get it, because I don't have it. And maybe even Participation Award again, because that's just like very common trinket combos. But yeah, I'm not so sure about the best one because it depends on the circumstance and the person that's using those trinkets. But yeah, it's usually something about Stress Ball, Magnifying Glass, and Participation Award, and Vimo. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Dead by Daylight, and I know that I've been mentioning it for a while, but I keep saying it just for people to understand that Dandy's World is inspired by mainly Dead by Daylight, coming out in about 2016, so yeah, it's in a really old game. And yeah, but basically I was watching Hopeless's video that came out today, and he finally mentioned about how Dead by Daylight was first created and Dandy's World inspired by Dead by Daylight. And mainly what it was talking about is that there's these things on the left-hand corner of the game when you're in a match of the survivors' stats, where you can see stuff like their health or just the bar, which is red, the amount of blood, I guess, from the hooks, and just sometimes they have different actions or things. And yeah, he said that some Reddit user would try to implement that because that'd be pretty cool. And even that new game, like that Toon Universe game that was super anticipated, is doing that as well, where you can see the health, the stamina, and just generally the items in one's inventory. And there's even a video right here of me kind of explaining more. So here are all of the effects for Dead by Daylight on the wiki, and you can see that it just depends on what the case is from the killers, but you can see there's a bunch of different states. And then there's also different types of states around the photo of the player that shows that they have an effect or a debuff on them. So maybe if this was implemented on Dandy's world, then like these chains could mean something like the debuffs of slowness, weakness, I think it's called for the ichor puddles, sleepiness, and confusion, and just all those debuffs. So yeah, maybe if these were implemented, all these different colors mean something. And if somebody left, then it would show like the wires, or if somebody died, then it would show the skull or something. So yeah, maybe all of these could be shown, and also what it mainly is for the types of when a Twisted is chasing a toon, it could show this, which is the obsessed state from Dead by Daylight, where the two big claws mean that the entity, so the thing that kills the people when they're on the hooks, is trying to go over somebody and make them easier to be picked up from the killer, and the two little arms will be wiggling when a killer is chasing them. So if this was implemented in Dandy's world, maybe like the little two arms could show that one Twisted is chasing a toon, and maybe multiple arms, like this whole entire obsessed state of this photo right here. Maybe it can show where multiple Twisteds, or even special Twisted like mains or lethals, are chasing a specific toon. So yeah, that's a kind of a cool idea. So yeah, those are just the things that I wanted to say about today, because I wanted to make a video today. And yeah, so that's basically it. And yeah, have a good day and enjoy your Sunday.